Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins. Today's story is not just about a coin, it's about a mystery, a possibility, and a dream that could be sitting quietly in someone's pocket, drawer, or old collection right now. We are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the 1969 Liberty coin, a piece surrounded by curiosity, rumors of massive value, and a fascinating past that continues to excite coin lovers around the world. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand. It looks ordinary, maybe slightly worn, something you wouldn't think twice about. But what if that coin could be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? That is exactly why coins like the 1969 Liberty have captured attention. These coins are not just currency, they are time capsules, carrying stories from decades ago, from an era when minting errors, rare variations, and historical significance could turn everyday objects into incredible treasures. Let's go back in time to 1969. The world was changing fast. Technology was evolving, space exploration was making history, and economies were shifting. During this time, coins were being produced in large quantities across different mint locations. One of those locations was Denver, marked by the D mint mark on coins. Millions of coins were struck, but among them, a few rare variations began to stand out over time. The 1969 Liberty coin is often associated with collectors who search for unique characteristics. These may include slight differences in design, unusual minting details, or even rare errors that occurred during production. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest detail can make a massive difference. A tiny doubling in letters, a slight misalignment, or an unusual finish can turn a common coin into something extremely valuable. Now here's where things get really interesting. There have been claims and discussions about certain 1969 coins reaching extremely high values in the market. Some figures floating around, like $787,976.45, sound almost unbelievable. And honestly, for most coins, that number would be unrealistic. But in rare cases, especially with error coins or extremely limited variations, collectors have paid astonishing amounts. However, it's important to understand something clearly. Not every 1969 Liberty coin is worth a fortune. In fact, most of them are still very common and hold only a small value above their face value. The real worth depends on condition, rarity, demand, and most importantly, unique features. Coins in mint condition, also known as uncirculated coins, are far more valuable than worn-out ones. Coins with verified errors or special characteristics can multiply in value dramatically. Collectors often use grading systems to determine the condition of a coin. The higher the grade, the better preserved the coin is. A coin that looks almost brand new, with sharp details and no scratches, can be worth many times more than a similar coin that has been used heavily in circulation. Another key factor is authentication. In today's market, professional grading services play a huge role. They examine coins, verify their authenticity, and assign them a grade. Without proper authentication, it becomes very difficult to sell a coin at a high price. So if someone claims they have a rare 1969 Liberty coin worth a huge amount, the first step is always verification. Now let's talk about the excitement of searching for these coins. This is what makes coin collecting so addictive. People go through old jars, inherited collections, and even loose change, hoping to discover something rare. And sometimes, those discoveries actually happen. Stories of people finding valuable coins in unexpected places continue to inspire new collectors every day. The market for rare coins is constantly changing. Prices go up and down depending on demand, new discoveries, and collector interest. A coin that was once ignored can suddenly become highly valuable if collectors start noticing its uniqueness. That's why staying informed and understanding the market is so important. There's also a strong emotional connection in coin collecting. Each coin carries history. It has passed through countless hands, witnessed different eras, and survived the test of time. Holding a coin from 1969 is like holding a piece of history, a silent witness to everything that has happened since then. For beginners, the idea of finding a valuable coin might seem overwhelming. But the truth is, everyone starts somewhere. Learning about coins, understanding mint marks, studying designs, and paying attention to details are the first steps. Over time, your eyes become trained to spot differences that others might miss. Let's come back to the big question: is the 1969 D Liberty coin worth a lot of money? The answer is yes, and no. Most are not extremely valuable. But rare versions, especially those with unique errors or exceptional condition, can be worth significant amounts. The key is knowing what to look for. If you ever come across a 1969 coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Check the mint mark. Examine the details. Look for anything unusual. You might just have something special. And if you're unsure, getting it checked by a professional could make all the difference. This journey into the world of coins is not just about money. It's about discovery, history, and the thrill of the unknown. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth far more than we can imagine. So next time you see an old coin, remember this: what looks ordinary today could be extraordinary tomorrow. Keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, your next big discovery might already be in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of Liberty coins, with a special focus on the 1974 D issue and the surprising truths about its current market value. When people hear the term Liberty coin, they often think of classic American coin designs that carry the iconic image of Lady Liberty. This symbol has represented freedom, strength, and national pride for generations. Over the years, many coins featuring Liberty have been minted, each with its own story, rarity level, and collector demand. Some are extremely common, while others are so rare that they can sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about the 1974 D coin. The D mint mark means it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States. At first glance, a 1974 D coin may not seem special. Millions of these coins were made, which usually means they are not rare. But in the world of coin collecting, rarity is not just about how many were minted. It is also about condition, errors, and unique features. Collectors are always searching for coins that stand out. A tiny minting error, a slight misprint, or an unusual detail can turn a common coin into a valuable treasure. This is why some 1974 D coins have been reported to sell for significantly higher prices than their face value. However, it is very important to understand that not every 1974 D coin is worth a fortune. Most are still very common and only worth a small amount unless they have something special. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale that measures how well they have been preserved. A coin that looks almost brand new, with sharp details and no scratches, can be worth many times more than the same coin that is worn out. This is why collectors often store coins carefully in protective cases. Another important factor is demand. The coin market is constantly changing. Prices go up and down depending on how many collectors are interested in a specific coin at a given time. Sometimes a coin becomes popular due to trends, historical interest, or new discoveries. When demand increases, prices can rise quickly. There have been claims and rumors online suggesting extremely high values like hundreds of thousands of dollars for certain Liberty coins or even specific years like 1974 D. While it is true that some rare coins can reach such high values, these cases are extremely rare and usually involve unique minting errors or one-of-a-kind conditions. It is always important to verify such claims with trusted coin experts or professional grading services. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of fascination. These coins are not just pieces of metal. They are a connection to the past. They represent different periods in American history, changes in design, and advancements in minting technology. Each coin tells a story about the time it was created. Many collectors enjoy the thrill of searching for valuable coins in everyday places. Sometimes rare coins are found in old piggy banks, inherited collections, or even regular pocket change. This excitement keeps the hobby alive and growing around the world. If you have a 1974 D coin, it is worth taking a closer look. Check for unusual features such as double strikes, off-center designs, or any details that look different from standard coins. Even small differences can make a big impact on value. Using a magnifying glass can help you spot these details more clearly. It is also a good idea to compare your coin with verified examples online or consult a professional. Coin shops, collectors, and grading services can provide more accurate evaluations. This helps avoid false expectations and ensures you understand the true worth of your coin. One of the most exciting parts of coin collecting is the possibility that something ordinary could turn out to be extraordinary. That simple coin sitting in your drawer might have a hidden story and unexpected value. But patience and knowledge are key. The more you learn, the better your chances of identifying something truly special. The market for coins continues to grow as more people become interested in collecting and investing. Some see coins as a hobby, while others view them as a long-term investment. Either way, understanding the basics of value, rarity, and condition is essential. Always remember that not every coin with a Liberty design or a specific year will be valuable. But the journey of discovering and learning about these coins is what makes it truly rewarding. The excitement of finding something rare is unmatched. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and the 1974D mystery, make sure to stay connected with the channel Coins for more hidden treasures, rare coin stories, and market insights. There is always something new waiting to be discovered in the world of coins, and your next valuable find could be closer than you think. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in coin collecting, Liberty coins, their rare variations, the famous 1980D connection, and how some of these coins have reached unbelievable market values that most people would never expect. Liberty coins have always attracted collectors because of their iconic design. The image of Lady Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the spirit of a nation. Over the years, different Liberty coin designs were produced, each with its own story and value. Some were minted in huge quantities, while others were produced in limited numbers, making them extremely rare today. The difference between a common coin and a rare coin often comes down to tiny details that most people overlook. Now let's talk about something that excites collectors the most, the possibility of finding a rare coin in everyday circulation or old collections. Many people do not realize that certain coins from specific years and mint marks can be worth a fortune. The 1980D coin is one of those pieces that has sparked curiosity among collectors. While most 1980D coins are common, there are certain conditions and rare errors that can dramatically increase their value. The letter D on a coin stands for the Denver Mint. Coins minted in Denver are marked with this letter, and while millions of coins were produced there, only a small fraction have unique characteristics that make them valuable. These characteristics include minting errors, unusual strikes, double dies, off-center designs, or coins that were preserved in nearly perfect condition. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A coin that looks worn, scratched, or faded may only be worth its face value. But the same coin in mint condition, with sharp details and original shine, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading services use a scale to determine the condition of a coin, and even a small difference in grade can mean a huge difference in price. Now imagine a Liberty coin that has both rarity and perfect condition. That is where the real money comes in. Some Liberty coins have sold for extraordinary amounts because they combine historical importance, limited availability, and exceptional preservation. Collectors are willing to pay massive sums to own these rare pieces. There have been cases where coins with minor errors turned into major treasures. A small mistake during the minting process, something that was never meant to happen, can make a coin incredibly valuable. These errors are like fingerprints, each one unique, and collectors love them because no two are exactly the same. The idea of a coin being worth hundreds of thousands or even close to $1 million might sound unbelievable, but it has happened. Rare coins have reached astonishing prices at auctions, especially when they are one of a kind or have a fascinating backstory. A coin's journey through history, who owned it, where it was found, and how well it was preserved all contribute to its final value. The market for coins is constantly changing. Prices go up and down depending on demand, rarity, and global interest. Some coins that were once ignored have suddenly become highly valuable because collectors discovered something unique about them. This is why it is always important to stay informed and keep an eye on the market. Many people inherit coin collections from family members without realizing their true value. Old jars, boxes, or albums stored away for years can contain hidden gems. A simple coin that looks ordinary could turn out to be a rare Liberty coin worth a significant amount of money. This is why experts always recommend carefully checking every coin before spending or selling it. If you are serious about coin collecting, learning is the key. Understanding mint marks, coin designs, historical periods, and grading systems will help you identify valuable coins. Even small details like the alignment of letters or the sharpness of an image can make a big difference. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the hunt. Every coin you examine could be the one that changes everything. The possibility of finding a rare Liberty coin in your pocket change or an old collection keeps collectors motivated and passionate. Another important factor is authentication. With high-value coins, there is always a risk of counterfeits. Professional grading and authentication services help ensure that a coin is genuine. This adds trust and increases the coin's market value significantly. The story of Liberty coins is not just about money. It is about history, craftsmanship, and the journey of these coins through time. Each coin has witnessed different eras, passed through countless hands, and survived decades or even centuries. Collectors around the world continue to search for rare Liberty coins, hoping to discover something extraordinary. Whether it is a rare mint mark, a unique error, or an exceptionally preserved piece, the thrill never fades. So next time you come across an old coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, examine the details, and consider its history. You might be holding something far more valuable than you think. Welcome to the world of coins, where every small detail matters. Every coin has a story, and hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered. Today, these coins are not just metal, they are history, mystery, and hidden treasure combined into one small object. Welcome to Coins, the place where rare money stories turn into real knowledge and sometimes even real profit. Let's go back in time to 1982, a year that changed the story of coins forever. This was the year when the United States Mint made a major transition. For decades, pennies were made mostly from copper, giving them a solid and valuable composition. But in 1982, due to rising copper prices, the mint decided to switch to zinc-based coins with only a thin copper coating. Now here is where things get exciting. During this transition, both copper and zinc coins were produced in the same year. Not only that, but there were also different designs and minting styles. Some coins had large dates, others had small dates. Some were made in Philadelphia with no mint mark, while others came from Denver with a small D mark. This created multiple varieties of the same 1982 coin, and among them, a few extremely rare versions that collectors call treasures. One of the most talked about coins is the 1982 small date copper penny. Why is it so special? Because most small date coins were supposed to be made from zinc. But a few were mistakenly struck on copper planchets. These rare error coins are incredibly valuable today. Imagine finding one in your pocket change. Some verified examples of these rare coins have sold for thousands of dollars. And when combined with perfect condition, grading, and collector demand, prices can climb even higher. In rare cases, high-end collectible coins across the Liberty design family have reached astonishing figures, sometimes approaching hundreds of thousands or more depending on rarity, condition, and historical importance. Now let's talk about the Liberty design itself. The word Liberty has been a symbol of freedom and identity in American coinage for centuries. Coins featuring Liberty designs go all the way back to early American history, evolving through different styles and artistic expressions. From flowing hair to classic portraits, Liberty has always represented the spirit of a nation. The 1982 penny still carries that legacy, even in its simple design. On one side, you see the profile of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and strength. On the other side, the design reflects the memorial that honors him. But what makes certain coins valuable is not just the design, it is the story behind how they were made, the mistakes that occurred, and how rare they are today. Collectors around the world spend years searching for these coins. They examine details like weight, date style, mint mark, and metal composition. A copper 1982 penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc one weighs around 2.5 grams. That tiny difference can mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth thousands. Now imagine finding a rare combination. A small date, copper composition, clean strike, and near-perfect condition. That is the kind of coin that can change everything. Stories have surfaced of people discovering valuable coins in old jars, piggy banks, or inherited collections. What seemed like spare change turned out to be hidden wealth. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt. The market for these coins continues to grow. As more people learn about rare varieties, demand increases. Auction houses, collectors, and investors all compete for the best pieces. Prices fluctuate based on rarity, condition, and historical significance, but one thing remains constant: truly rare coins always find their value. Now let's address something important. You might have seen huge numbers like $787, $97642 or even more attached to coin listings online. While some coins do sell for very high prices, it is important to verify authenticity. Not every 1982 coin is valuable. In fact, most are still worth just 1 cent. The real value comes from rare combinations and verified grading. Professional grading services carefully inspect coins and assign them a grade. Higher grades mean better condition and higher value. Without proper verification, it is easy to misunderstand a coin's true worth. So what should you do if you think you have a rare coin? Start by checking the date carefully. Look at the size of the numbers. Then check the mint mark if there is one. Next, weigh the coin using a precise scale. This step is crucial. Finally, compare your coin with known rare varieties or consult a professional. The world of Liberty coins is full of surprises. From historical designs to modern minting errors, every coin has a story. And sometimes, that story is worth a fortune. Think about it. Right now, somewhere out there, a rare coin is waiting to be discovered. It could be in a drawer, a wallet, or even in your own pocket. This is why people love coin collecting. It is not just about money. It is about history, discovery, and the thrill of finding something extraordinary in the most ordinary place. If you enjoy uncovering hidden treasures and learning about rare coins, stay connected with coins. Because every coin has a story, and your next discovery could be the one that changes everything. Today we are diving deep into the mysterious and fascinating world of Liberty coins, focusing on one specific piece that collectors can't stop talking about: the 2002 Liberty coin, its current market value, and how certain rare variations have shocked the coin world with unbelievable prices. Let's begin with something important. Most people think coins are just spare change. Something you drop in your pocket, forget in your drawer, or spend without thinking. But collectors see something completely different. They see history, rarity, mistakes, and hidden treasures. And sometimes, a single coin can change someone's life overnight. The term Liberty coin itself connects to a long tradition in American coinage. For many years, coins featured Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom, strength, and national pride. These designs date back to the 18th and 19th centuries, appearing on famous coins like Liberty Head nickels, Morgan dollars, and Walking Liberty half dollars. These coins are already valuable due to age and historical importance, but modern coins can also become extremely valuable under the right conditions. Now let's shift focus to the 2002 D coin. The D mint mark means it was produced in Denver. Millions of coins were minted that year, so at first glance, nothing seems special. But here's where things get interesting. Not all coins are equal. Even if they come from the same year and mint, some coins have rare minting errors. Others have unusual features like double strikes, off-center designs, or missing elements. And sometimes, a tiny detail that most people would ignore becomes the reason a coin is worth thousands. Collectors have been searching for rare variations of 2002 D coins, especially those connected to Liberty-themed designs or misprints that resemble older Liberty styles. In some cases, coins have been reported with unusual markings, sharp strikes, or die errors that make them stand out. Now let's talk about value. A normal 2002 D coin in circulated condition is usually worth only its face value. Nothing special. But if you find one in perfect uncirculated condition, also known as mint state, its value increases. Still not life-changing, but better, however, if the coin has a rare error or unique feature, that's when things explode. Some collectors have reported coins selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition, and then there are the extreme cases, coins that reach unbelievable prices like $787,976. Now, it's important to understand that such a massive value is not for a regular 2002D coin. That kind of price is usually linked to ultra-rare coins, possibly with historical importance, extreme mint errors, or one-of-a-kind characteristics. Sometimes online rumors exaggerate values, but there is truth behind the excitement. Rare coins have sold for massive amounts at auctions. When a coin is unique or nearly impossible to find, collectors compete fiercely to own it. Let's explore the history side. Liberty designs were once the face of American identity on coins. Over time, these designs were replaced with presidents and national symbols. But the legacy of liberty never disappeared. Collectors still chase coins with that iconic image because they represent a different era. This is why any modern coin that somehow connects to that legacy, even by mistake, becomes highly desirable. Now imagine this scenario. You are checking your pocket change. You notice a coin that looks slightly different. Maybe the lettering is sharper. Maybe the design looks unusual. Maybe something just feels off. That moment could be the beginning of a discovery. Many valuable coins were found exactly like this, by ordinary people who simply paid attention. So what should you look for in a 2002D coin? Look closely at the mint mark. Check if it is clear or distorted. Examine the surface for unusual textures. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers. Check if the design appears misaligned or off-center. Also, condition matters a lot. A coin that looks brand new, with no scratches or wear, can be worth far more than a worn-out one. Another key factor is grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins and assign them a grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A top-grade coin can be worth many times more than the same coin in average condition. Now let's talk about why collectors are willing to pay so much. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. For many, it is an investment. Rare coins increase in value over time. They are limited in number, and demand keeps growing. Unlike paper money, coins can survive for centuries, and there is also the thrill. The hunt. The possibility that the next coin you find could be the one. The 2002D coin may seem common, but within millions of coins, there can be a few hidden gems. That's what keeps collectors searching. Some people spend years looking for a rare coin. Others find one by accident in a single day. That unpredictability makes this world so exciting. Now imagine if you had a coin worth nearly $800,000. What would you do? Would you sell it immediately? Or keep it as a treasure? Many collectors choose to hold on to rare coins because their value can continue to rise. Others sell at auctions and make life-changing profits. The coin market is constantly changing. Prices go up and down depending on demand, rarity, and collector interest. A coin that is not valuable today could become valuable tomorrow if new information or discoveries increase its importance. This is why knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you learn, the better your chances of spotting something valuable. Always research. Always compare. Always stay curious, because sometimes, the smallest things hold the biggest value. A coin you ignore today could be worth a fortune tomorrow.